If you're implementing ServiceNow or about to, whether it's service management, AI ops, or both, the biggest challenge you have is getting your topology, alerts, and performance data from your entire IT landscape. You could deploy discovery and monitoring from scratch, but you already have all of these IT tools out there collecting this information, often with a lot more detail that you could get otherwise. The challenge is getting at all this useful data. In a normal implementation, you have to research each of the IT sources, work out how to collect and map the data, and often write and maintain code to do the integration. Let's look at how easy it could be to get the data from any of these sources into ServiceNow with the Streamweaver platform. So what I'm going to do is show you an example of collecting some of that topology data from Dynatrace and sending it on to ServiceNow. So let's start off and have a look in our source, which is Dynatrace. So in Dynatrace, we can see we have an application. That application is Easy Travel. We can also see that for Easy Travel, Dynatrace understands the topology. So here's an example of some topology that Dynatrace has discovered. So of course, you could manually put all that information across to your ServiceNow or use ServiceNow's discovery to discover it as well. There's problems with that. So for example, if you manually do it, maybe that's not going to be up to date and accurate. If ServiceNow discovers it, it may not actually get down to quite the detailed level that a tool like Dynatrace or AppDynamics gets to. So let's move across now to ServiceNow. I just want to show you that there's nothing there. I'm not cheating. This is an empty system. You can see there's no events, and you can also see that there's no discovered CIs at the moment. So the idea is that we push some events and push topology over to ServiceNow. So let's go back to our Streamweaver UI, and here we can see on the left-hand side, as we said, we've got sources. Now, you could manually create those integrations. You'd obviously have to research the APIs, you'd have to understand the data that comes in, and you'd have to map that over to ServiceNow, and then you'd have to maintain that over time. So instead of doing that, what we're going to do is allow you to just go straight into our wizard, select the source, and for this I'm going to put my connection information in. So at this point, Streamweaver has gone away and checked to make sure that the connection to Dynatrace worked, and also collected some information for use with filtering. I'm going to choose my existing service now, and for this demo, I'm going to demonstrate alerts and topology. I can actually come in here, and if I wanted to, I could filter down that selection so I'm not collecting everything, but I'm going to leave it as collecting everything, and I'm going to hit Create Collectors. And then for ServiceNow, there's very little I need to configure. So I'm going to hit Create Distributors. And then I'm going to hit Save and Start. And that's it. I've done my integration. But of course, you want to see what I've done. So let's go across now to ServiceNow and have a look at the results. So first of all, I'm in the event view. And you can see now just by refreshing, I've got some events that have come in. And those events have actually been assigned to the correct nodes. Okay, so I've got events able to come in, and then I'm going to look at my configuration items. So you can see that it's created 3 configuration items, 3 Linux servers. And if I actually click on one of these, you can see that Streamweaver has populated some information about the CIs, for example, the IP address. And if I scroll down a bit further, you can see it's actually calculated that backend topology. If I click on the map, you can look at that as a view. So in just a couple of minutes, I integrated Dynatrace to ServiceNow. Not only was it simple and easy, but it's also enterprise ready and highly scalable. Imagine if it was that easy to integrate all of your IT tools into ServiceNow. If you're interested in Streamweaver, it's available on SaaS, AWS, or on-prem. For more information or to start a trial, see our website.